Good evening, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. Well, guys, today I ended up not getting to a whole ton of stuff. I am still trying to get caught up with laundry because, again, too, after cleaning my parents' room to get their furniture all moved upstairs, obviously you move things around and you find lots of pairs of socks that you didn't know were under your bed, or, you know, again, just lots of clothes in general, right? Like that. There was a lot of stuff that, again, too, and not only that, too, like, my parents changed their bedding because they bought brand new bedding. So my dad ended up putting it on there yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever day that was. So like there's extra like just like bedding and like all kinds of stuff that has to be washed. In addition to just regular like everyday laundry of everybody else. But then also to like their laundry basket in their bedroom was also full, in addition to everything else that was kind of just found on the floor and things like that, plus the bedding. There's a lot of laundry to get caught up with because of that. And then also too, I ended up doing dishes today, but other than that, I didn't end up getting to a whole ton. I didn't really edit or upload today, but I also did end up waking up kind of late today. Honestly, guys, my neck was hurting me really bad today when I woke up. I honestly think it was a little bit before I woke up. I know because my alarm first went off, then I like hit snooze on it and then like rolled back into bed. I think when I rolled back into bed, I don't know how I was laying, but some way that was like, again, too, ended up hurting my neck. And like the thing is too is that I don't know what it's from, like, and like how I end up, again too, I just end up like laying weird in my, like when I'm sleeping or whatever. And again too, it's been a lot less, I think, since I've got my new mattress. And also too, I have less pillows than I used to have, so I feel like that's also like helping. But I don't know how I end up like in, again too, like a weird, like laying weird, that I end up hurting my neck. But I think it was that, but I think mainly it was more from all of the stuff that I did over the weekend. I was carrying a lot of heavy boxes up and down the stairs. I was just carrying a lot of stuff up and down the stairs, and like I said, some of the stuff was really heavy. Like one box I could barely, like most of the boxes, like I was just carrying up the stairs like normal. There was one box that was so heavy I could only do like one step at a time like, to get up the stairs, because I was like, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna fall over with this box because it was that heavy. But I was determined to get that stuff done this weekend, so like I said, I got done, but I'm paying for it a little bit today. And it's funny though, because I really thought that if I would have felt worse, it would have been yesterday and like not today, because I didn't do as much yesterday. But I think it was kind of a combination, in addition to just I fell asleep weird or was laying weird on my neck too. But it's weird because after a little while of being up, I actually felt better. I did put some like icy hot on and stuff like that, but I did end up feeling better like slightly after I woke up, I feel like, and I got kind of like back into moving and everything, but like my shoulders are just kind of off a little bit. But as far as stuff goes, I think my dad was getting to some of the electric stuff, so he's putting in more of the outlets and stuff like that upstairs, which the only thing that stinks is that I really can't do much when it comes to that. As far as like getting the outlets put in and stuff like that, because of, again, to the wires and everything like that. My dad's an electrician. Again, I will let him take care of it. Now the thing is that I know I can hook the outlets up. I know how to do that, but I don't want to do it with the, you know, again, live wires and everything like that, and like that kind of stuff. My dad will turn off the, like the circuit and stuff like that to get it wired up and everything, but on top of, like, I don't want to mess with it. Like if it is a completely detached wire and I can see that it is detached, that is fine. But as far as like dealing with this stuff, like plugging, you know, again, not plugging stuff in, but wiring stuff up to the actual outlet and things like that, again too, even if I know that it's turned off, and again too, it's turned off from like the circuit and everything like that, or, you know, we have fuses, but turned off and everything, and I know that there's no power going to this stuff, I'm still just nervous about it. I still just don't want to deal with it. So again, my dad is doing that stuff, but there's not much that, like I said, I can really help with as far as that goes. So I think he was upstairs at one point working on some of that. However, I was helping my mom downstairs today putting up the Christmas decorations, because I told you guys how we kind of had a little bit of a family emergency sort of thing last week, and while everything's kind of like gone back to normal since then, it ended up actually taking us a handful of days last week to kind of, you know, again, handle the situation, I guess. And so because of that, you know, we were going to get all the Christmas stuff taken care of last week and everything. And also too, it was a little weird because we did have the, you know, again, them doing the floors upstairs. So we also didn't really have an opportunity to get a whole ton of that stuff done. But now that it is, and now, like I said, the other stuff is taken care of, we're getting all of our Christmas stuff up, which I feel like is a little late. Like, today's already, like, what, the 4th? So, and normally we try and do it, like, the weekend after Thanksgiving or, like, the week following Thanksgiving. But again, too, last week was a little bit of a, you know, like I said, different circumstance because of it. And so we weren't able to get that stuff put up. So I think Jack and my dad are going to try and work outside to get the outside light stuff put on. Like the stuff on the Christmas, or I was going to say the Christmas tree. We have a big burning bush that's outside that we normally decorate every year. We have these other little light things that we'll put along our pathway. And so like I said, we'll just do kind of some different stuff. Now every single year I have pushed to get the lights put on our roof. And like to do icicle lights. I've tried every single year. So I actually think in 2020, I think that was the year, you know, like lockdown year, they had a really good deal for Black Friday sale on a ladder at Menards. And I told my dad, I was like, if we get this ladder, because we have a ladder, but I think it's like a 6-foot ladder or whatever it is, because I think it's a little taller than me. But it's like, again, 6-foot ladder. Now this one that I saw at Menards is like a 12-foot ladder or whatever it is, or 15. I don't know. I don't really know height very well. I'm like, yeah, if it's taller than me, it's probably like 6 feet, right? But as far as how tall the actual ladder is, it's like A-frame, but then you can extend it so that it actually also is like a straight up ladder. I don't know what those kinds are called, but it can extend further than that as well, and it goes up to like, again, probably 12 feet. Well, yeah, if it's probably 6 feet, then it probably goes up to 12 feet. Anyways, my dad can reach the top of our roof now with it, whereas with the other one, obviously, he couldn't. It was, you know, our house, the first floor is like 8 feet tall, so he couldn't reach the top of the roof, which is 2 stories. So, I was like, Dad, if we get this ladder, you have to promise that we're going to put icicle lights on the front of the house, because, again, too, it was a really good deal, but I was like, other than that, like, we don't normally need a ladder to be able to get up that high, you know, get on the roof or whatever. But, again, too, the versatility of having the other one, it was better because we can use it more than we need like just the regular 6-foot ladder. So I was like, can we please, like, if we get this ladder, can we please put icicle lights on for Christmas time? And he's like, yeah, sure. It's now 2023 and it's been 3 years of having this ladder and we still have not. And I don't know if we're going to this year, again, because we still don't have icicle lights. I don't know if they're planning on doing it tomorrow, like, so, or not tomorrow, on Wednesday. But like I said, I am still like bitter about the whole thing, because I told my dad, I was like, I found this deal for you on a really good ladder that you keep complaining now, like, because I was like, well, why don't you, like, back before this, when we just had the, you know, again, 6-foot ladder, I was like, why don't you just rent one from like Menards, because you can rent them for like 20 bucks an hour or whatever it is. And I was like, you could just get one and then put the icicle lights on and then go and return it, you know, it's like 20 bucks for an hour. I was like, you could probably get it done in an hour, you know, or they rent them out for like 4 hours or something like that. I know, because we were just looking at the sander to do the floors, so like similar to that. And that's what I was telling him, and like every single year he's like, no, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. And finally we get a ladder, and like I said, now it's been 3 years and we still haven't put icicle lights up. But I just feel like it makes, like, because we do all like the low stuff like on the ground, like we'll do our bush and, you know, again, the pathway and stuff like that, but I just feel like you need something to kind of draw your eyes up so it looks nice, having like, again, too, up on the top of the roof and everything. And so, and we've done it in the past. Like, I think my dad did rent like a ladder from a friend or something like that, like a couple of years. We've had icicle lights up on the house, but this was like a long time ago, more like when I was younger. And we haven't done it all recently, and I was like, can we please do it again? And yeah, so now we have the ladder and we still haven't done it. And that's also in part too because we don't have icicle lights. So we need to get them from Menards, but I know there was one year we were going to, and they were like completely sold out. Like, they didn't have any. And now I feel like I fear that now that we're already in the 4th of December, they go to get icicle lights and they're not going to have them. So anyways, like I said, I don't know if we're getting that put up at all, especially too because, like I said, it is a little bit later now. It's kind of, you know, we're like the later you start to get, the more you kind of push actually being able to do it. And like the thing is too, is that because my dad gets home from work at about 3 o'clock, there's not much sunlight left for him to be able to, you know, go out and put this stuff on like at night after work. So it'd have to be on the weekend, and it's like by that point it's like the 9th already. It's like there's only like a handful of days until Christmas, you know, so you know, it's like 2 weeks from Christmas after that, kind of. It's like, is it really worth it at that point to put it up? So like I said, I don't know if that's gonna actually happen again this year. Like, it's my disappointment every single year. But guys, maybe if we find the icicle lights this year, we can buy them for anticipation for next year, and then we'll have them so that there's no excuse as to why we can't. Like, you know, if we still are able to find icicle lights somewhere, that way we will know that they will get put up next year. They're gonna probably do that, I think, on Wednesday or something, but me and my mom were working on the interior, and there's still a little bit that still has to get done, but a lot of the main decoration stuff got put up, which is really nice. So I think there's still, like I said, a little bit more decorating to get done. And then I heard my mom too, like we were both done, and then she went upstairs, and it was like 2 hours later she came back down, and I heard her messing around with like more stuff, like she's fixing the greenery on the stairs and like all kinds of stuff. And I was like, I'm pretty sure she's redecorating or like fixing things. Like she didn't like how it looked, so now she's going back over and fixing everything. So anyways, I'm not sure. I haven't seen it since I heard her downstairs, and I definitely heard her doing something with like Christmas decorations. So anyways, I'm gonna take a shower, and I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny pieces tomorrow. So bye guys.